So today is the 22nd of August 2024. It's 2:30 now. I wanted to do a bit of a different update today. Not so much about what I've done during the day. Well, yeah, a bit about what I've done during the day, but also I guess a lesson for people trying to do similar path to me. So obviously the main thing that we're people trying to be entrepreneurs, what you're trying to do is you're trying to escape the normal rat race or the matrix, right? And you're trying to break out of those set of rules and live life on your own terms, let's say. Now, what's interesting is that my mentor that I had at the start of the year actually told me that entrepreneurship can be a rat race and a matrix in itself. And I thought, okay, that's interesting. Didn't really understand it too much at the point at that time because I was still in the rat race, as to call it, or still at my job. However, what's interesting now is that now I've left the job, now I'm full time on the agency. I completely understand where he was coming from, right? Because let me give you an example of what's happened for me today. So obviously now it's summer holidays in England, so all the schools are off, and I've got cousins who are some in primary school, some in secondary school, just started, and obviously they've got time off. They're just at home. And usually when they have time off, we all meet up and we do something or whatever. So today I took them out and I was really hesitant to take them out during the day because we met this morning from 9 till lunchtime and we went out. But I was really, really hesitant to take them out and I was really almost against it because I was like, oh, I need to work, I need to do stuff, like this is work time. And then what I realised, and I just sort of had a bit of a light bulb moment, was like, this is what my mentor was talking about when he said it can be a rat race and it can be its own matrix, right? Because now, although I've left and I've given myself that freedom, I'm now confining myself to this set schedule, this set bubble, and not going outside of that. So, although I've got that freedom and I can do what I want, because of the way I'm thinking, I'm trapping myself within these rules or within this hour and this hour, I have to be here working, which okay, for me isn't the end of the world because I enjoy doing it, but now I understand it and I really forced myself to go today because I was like, if I don't go, I'm just, like I said, I'm just sticking to this normal 9 to 5 thing that I said I didn't want to do. And yeah, so it's interesting. So I broke myself out of that pattern today and although it felt uncomfortable and although I felt guilt and although I felt like, right, I need to be working at this time, I just went and did it. And now I can catch up now. I can play catch up this evening if I really want to, right? I'm working now, I can work a bit later into the night, whatever it is. But I guess I need to sort of break free from that pattern and have that flexibility. I guess my whole life it's been like go to school between this time and this time. When you come back, do this. Go to school, go to college, go to work, be on uni at this time, whatever it is, I've always been like, and of course that is the matrix, but it's always been within those boundaries, right? Do this, do that, do this, do that. So yeah, it's interesting. It's a really interesting dynamic, but I thought I would share that, and I think just make sure like if whenever you leave, whenever you go full time with your thing, just make sure, like I said, you're not putting yourself into your own matrix, your own messed up little bubble where you're still stuck between these imaginary lines that you've made up in your head. So yeah, and I guess that's the flexibility I need to get used to, right? If I want to go out in the morning, I can. I can catch up in the evening, or I can wake up earlier and do it before. So I've got that flexibility, and yeah, I guess as well for me, obviously, I know the more effort I put in, the more I get out, and I want more money. I want to be able to scale this, put more into ads, which requires more capital and etc. So I get for me, where it comes from, but I also understand that I can't keep myself confined within these imaginary rules that I've just been grown up with and things like that. So yeah, a bit of a different video. Hopefully you find that interesting. Now, for a lot of you, it may not mean anything. If you're like at the start of your journey, that probably won't mean anything. Probably won't make sense. But if anyone here is watching this a bit further on, you will understand what I mean. So yeah, I guess the main lesson to take from it is just like really analyze what you do in your day to day. Make sure that whatever you're doing isn't confining yourself to a set of rules and taking away that freedom that you worked for, if that makes sense. So yeah, there we go. And then I guess, yeah, for me today now, do some more course content, a bit more editing some YouTube videos I filmed. So there we go. Cool.